Right, a new day, new makeup. I will probably start with the BB cream from Dior again, because I really like it as a base. So it's this one. The only thing is not nice that I need to have a sunscreen under, because there's only 10 SPF, as I said before, and it's really a bummer. So yeah, the color is also kind of nice and neutral. So I'm looking really like dark around my eyes, so maybe it's just the lighting. Anyways, I'm taking this light concealer from here. Actually, I might take both of them a little bit of both. And let's see, a little bit more the darker one, because it's not that dark either actually. Just to get kind of a, yeah, because one of them is almost white, so that's a little bit too much. I'm taking it all just slightly here to brighten things up here a tiny bit, where it seems really dark today. I could just use it on my lids as well, you know. I just might do that. I'm taking just the darker color then, because you know it's not dark, it's just skin color like that. My kind of skin, of course, you know. Since I started with this cream concealer kind of thing, I'm taking a color like I made by myself, like mixed it myself. This is type of a beauty blender, but it's not. It's another one. Just one that came after, probably, yes. So I will probably just start with the highlight. So I don't know how much it shows, but I actually tried a little bit of contouring today. And I had this color mixed like a long time ago already, when I was doing it a bit more, but then I stopped contouring with those kind of cream products and almost contouring altogether. And yeah, so I decided to go back to this. It's like I made a taupe kind of color from a dark brown and a light foundation, and I think I probably took this really light one in there too, and so it became a really kind of taupey color. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that if you want to make your own cream kind of color, you can just, of course you have to kind of buy a dark brown that's kind of a cocoa color like that, but it doesn't have to be from you know, cream products. It can be just a foundation. I think Candy Johnson has a really nice contouring and highlighting or just foundation video where she's like using dark ones where you would contour, and she's using just foundations, but I really like a cocoa kind of color like that, and it has to be very dark. But if you like to get this, otherwise it's usually an orangey kind of shade. That's what I mean. So this one is like really cocoa. This is a cocoa brown. So if you take just the tiniest bit of this kind of color and then mix it with something like that, or like this. You know, it doesn't have to be this white, but you know, something like that. It's like a pinky kind of thing. Then you also get that kind of a color. Like it becomes a cocoa, not a cocoa, a taupey kind of pinky gray like that. It's not really pink, it's really more gray, grayish taupe. And it's really fun to kind of do those kind of things sometimes, but just, you know, I try to put just a bit that it won't cake up, because those products cake up on me like no other. So then it's of course that, but yeah, just something else that you can do with your makeup, just for fun. And yeah, why not? So I'm just going to continue now with my eyes and let these products sit on my face, and I have the BB cream from Dior under. Sunscreen before that, like I think it's 1 hour ago I put the sunscreen already, and then after it sinks in, I put just the BB cream from Dior, a slight, like a really thin layer, and then just in some places this contour cream kind of, it's cream makeup, so yeah. So I will just continue with this blush in cream, you know, form. I'm taking the same brush. Usually I'm scooping out some color, but I don't know. I got lazy today. So I'm just putting some of this one on. And this is really a cream, so it doesn't dry or anything like that. You have all the time you want in the world, you need in the world to do this. And I'm taking it kind of in like this until the eye like that and all the way up. Tiny bit on my nose for some reason. Oh well, that's just a thing I do with any kind of blush. Taking a little bit on tip on the nose because I think it looks kind of fresh. And then again, same place where I used before for the contouring and all this highlighting thing that I was doing today. Just pressing that in. Little bit that I put on the nose. Don't know if that is necessary, but I kind of like that look on me. So rest is here. And then I will do something on the eyes. It does give a really fresh look though, those creamy kind of products, but when it gets hot you cannot get away with them, at least not me. And then it goes inside the lines. Not that I put here a lot, I just highlighted here a tiny bit. Here there's actually nothing. Just to begin with, I'm just taking this Bourjois compact powder in 51 and I'm taking it all over a bit so I won't have this, because these cream concealers are really like sticky bases. Yeah, it's not like a primer that will kind of half dry. So I'm definitely taking some of this powder all over, just so I won't have everything stick into, you know, that it will be splotchy and funny. So I will start with that today. So same brush and this, what they call it, candy apple from Ofra. And it's a really bright kind of fun color. I'm just putting it a little bit here in the crease, just to warm up this a bit. I decided to use this Youre color again. It's like the peachy golden pink one. It's more peach to it than pink, but yeah. It's more like a peachy gold. So just like that, all the way, and lighter up here. I kind of letting it go all over actually. Can you tell summer is here? Well, that's not really true for me, because one day I will have a really smoky eye on and the next day I will have something really light. So I'm taking this black palette from Guerlain, and I will probably use a mix of the black and this grey, I think, in the other part of the eye. I think first of all I will go with this grey under the eye, because I need to have something under the eye if I'm not going to make it really smoky, since there's such a big difference on my eyes. This one is so much bigger and less closed up than this eye. So I think I will just go first under eye with this lighter kind of grey. So what do you know, in the end it's not a light look anymore, completely at least. Well, I don't know, I just feel that I need something like to ground it a bit, otherwise it's like floating around my eye. It's just looking a bit funny. So here it goes. And this color is kind of medium grey. Not very dark, not very light. Kind of 2/3 of the way maybe. Taking some more just to push it inside here, where it becomes kind of a dip and wrinkles. Like all this here. This area. And a few years ago I didn't have to do it. And then it became, you know, necessary. Kind of, yes. So just to make it cover these wrinkles here with something dark, you know, if already I take it from the under the eye, it kind of has to go up a bit bigger like that. Like this kind of a shape. See this wrinkle that comes down, it's really white now. That's what I want lighter, so darker, I mean, And, now I'm mixing some of the black, which is, I think it's really matte. Close to matte at least. So those two, the grey and the matte, and not the metallic one, because that one is really like shimmery. I don't want that one also to be shimmery now then. So I'm filling in this area where there's really like a lot of wrinkles that kind of too light here now then. Just covering kind of what I see that's bothering my eye. That's kind of how I do it if I don't start from the beginning with a smoky eye. Then it's a smoky eye. But if I want it as light as possible, I kind of just put the light color on and then I start to see what I want to cover that bothers my eye. That's kind of how I do those kind of looks on me. So see here, I just came up like that and it's still light over there, like light, and you can see all the like it's not smooth. So everything that's bothering me, I'm just, you know, holding it like that and checking how high I need to come up with this darker color. I don't want it too dark up there, so I'm just staying as low as I possibly can, you know. Sometimes you really have to help the eye a bit, that you don't just, you know, start doing like that and everything is moving. I just fill in what is light here. You see what is light? Putting the dark on there. What is light and wrinklish. And I want to diminish that kind of look. So I'll put the dark on it and then you will see it a little bit less, you know, in the face. It's still on the face. Something like that. This one I took up this much, and of course I need to blend it, and then it will go a little bit higher up, but I will do it with a smaller brush today, so I won't get it all the way up here, because I don't really want that look today. And now, since I know I have to cover all these, all this has to be covered. And again, I don't want to take it too high up. Kind of rounding it up a bit. Like I kind of rounded up here too. Just to have that kind of a shape to it, a tiny bit more. Yeah, so I just really go for the, and I almost have to take it up there every time, but you know, a little bit less, as little as I can. And then of course I have to blend it and clean under, that I won't have, you know, anything like that going here. It needs to be like a smooth line. Wherever you choose to take it, you know, you can take it like that from the nose until the brow. And then you just clean whatever is, you know, under there. So it needs to be a straight kind of line, or if you want it softer, you can try make it softer too. I usually don't like that look on me, to make it softer, and then it just looks dirty kind of. So I prefer usually to clean it up and make it a clean line, and not so wide either. Yeah. So now it's time to have a smaller brush and to start blending. Smaller brush like that, like for blending, fluffing things out. And it's really kind of small, so you can really take it just where you really want to blend, and not, you know, all over. So just a tiny bit, I'm kind of staying in place really, because I don't want it in here. Also down, and it blends inside this sparkly peach color, and then just under the eye. And actually it becomes kind of really medium gray everything now, and I kind of like that. I don't want it too dark, because that was my whole idea today, not to have a really dark look. So maybe it will be just enough like that even. Let me clean the brush in between to have it as clean as possible, because there's enough color, you know, you don't need to add color, just blend it. And I always try to hold, you know, the side when I blend. Sometimes I don't, but you know. Slightly going over this brush that I used to begin with, around the gray here. Maybe to add a little bit more of the reddish pink in the beginning of the eye here. We just take this Mango from Sisley. It's a really pretty orangey gold color like that. Small brush. And we start from the inner corner like that. I hope it's not overpowering now compared to this color, because it's also a peach but it's not this strong. I'm adding some of this on top of this here in the middle, just because I think it's a little bit too overpowering compared to this peach, which now it became kind of less peach compared to it. Just here in the middle, I'm letting this one be really light here, and then just a tiny bit here. Again, a little bit of a blending all over it like that. I'm using a tiny bit of this black gel liner from Ofra. Looks like that. And this is something I recently discovered, that it's really nice for also for wrinkly skin and, you know, mature eyes. I'm going to try this halo, liquid halo from Smashbox again, on top of this BB cream from Youre this time, and on top of the cream products that I use for a little tiny bit of face shaping today. Well, just to have some fun. I usually don't do that anymore, like, yeah, just when I really feel like I'm using this halo powder as well in Fair to set it, because, yeah, it's not enough coverage. I went over everything with the halo powder, and now I'm just brushing off excess a bit here after a while it's set. Because this gives a little bit more coverage, actually quite a lot more coverage, which I really like with it. So it's a really nice foundation actually. It's mineral foundation, those that come in a thing like this. Like this, and you screw it open and it comes, you know, you screw on it and it's becomes loose like that. So yeah, that's a really nice product, but the thing is they don't have really light color, so unless if you're fairer than me, then they don't. To keep the brows maybe a little bit more than usual, I'm taking this Il Maquillage pencil in brown brow pen, and it's really thin like that, but there's almost nothing in those, so it's kind of a bummer, because you just start using it and after a few weeks, if you use it every day, it's like gone. I will use this number 2 from Lancome, this trio that has a highlighter, blush and a contour. I will start with the highlighter, no, I will start with the contour, the other way around maybe. And these are really soft and, you know, not too full on. I'm just pressing it in here. Just in the beginning maybe, like that. Same brush. And I'm taking the blush with the same brush, and it's really like soft, so kind of have to take it off your hand a bit, I think, otherwise you have it all over. I forgot to take some of the contour color up here, of course, really close to the hairline, and a little bit down here where I also actually put it, because I think I have like really, it's standing out, this part of my face from here, and here it's like, here there's a real bony area. So I hope it's not too dark now, it will look really like painted on. I will just, this is a really soft brush, so I will kind of brush it in like that. Well, the camera does see its color, so I hope it looks okay on camera anyways. I'm really kind of red and flushed in my face. I think right to now, finish it up and to soften it maybe a bit, I'm taking whatever is left on this brush that I used for the halo powder. I'm just going over with it like this. And hopefully it will soften it enough also here. And here maybe, if it needs to be. I'm taking this orange lip pencil from Shiseido and going around the lips. So on it I put this lip butter in number 15, and I really like kind of pushed it in. And if you hear some shouting in the background, it's one of my sons on the computer games. Lip gloss from Dior. It's a peachy golden, peach one with gold shimmer, gold and silver shimmer maybe also. On this stain that became from the lip butter from Rebel. Mostly in the middle. Okay, so I don't think I will add anything more. Really simple eye, like no smokiness going on. I'm in shock. That's not very, you know, usual for me. That I actually managed to do it a simple eye and kind of a light eye. And yeah, really nice for spring, I suppose. So that's it then. Thanks again for watching. Use all your colors and enjoy them, and hope to see you next time. Ooh, it looks like I might have too much shimmer on my cheeks.